Hello, my name is Masis Parserian, and today we're going to be talking about SQL statements. We're going to start off with a distinct statement. Distinct statements helps us to avoid showing duplicate data in the table. So we have a table, a customer table here that shows their names, and if we see that, if we check, we see that John Mann is listed twice here. And by running this select distinct statement, it will get rid of the duplicate data. So we're only going to be seeing John Mann once here, and the duplicate data will not be presented in this table. Select top will show us the top 5 or 10 data listed in this table. So for example, we have this table that have items and their cost. So when we try to run this statement, we're selecting top 5 cost and item from product table, and we're ordering it by cost descending. When we execute it, it will show us the products with that has the top 5 cost in the list. Next, we're going to talk about like statement. In this example, we're going to be selecting names from customer table where name like M percentage, which means all names that starts with an M. And here you go. These are only the names that start with an M. In this case, it will show us the names that end with an S instead of starting. The next statement we're going to talk about is end statement. In this example, we're going to be selecting everything from the customer table where the cities are in only Houston and Denver. So let's execute it and see how. As you can see, it only viewed Denver and Houston. If we run only everything from the customer table, you see there are way more than just Denver and Houston here. Order by statements helps us to sort the table based on a column that we select. So when we run select everything from customer table, you see the names are not sorted alphabetically. But when we execute this statement, all the names will be sorted alphabetically. Round function will help us to round decimal numbers to the nearest one or 0, whatever we choose. So over here, when we select everything from work type table, we see that we have some decimal numbers here in deduction and tax rate, 0.03, 0.22. When we run the round deduction tax rate to the nearest one, we'll see that the tax rate is rounded to the nearest one. So if we execute both tables, so we can see both tables and compare, you see that the 0.33 was rounded to 0.30, and the 0.37 was rounded to 0.40. The count function will help us to count the rows for the certain column. In this example, we're going to be counting items from the product table. And you see there are 20 items in the product table. And to verify that, we run the table again, we open the table again, and we go through it, and we see that is correct. We have 20 items here. Sum function here it will give you the total summation for the specified column. Over here we have the quantity column that we're trying to sum, and the total is 258. Group by, it is a very important feature in SQL. What it does, it groups columns together based on the criteria you select. So over here, this statement, we are selecting items from the product table, and we're summing the quantity from the order detail table. And we're joining these tables together here, and we're grouping them by item, meaning that each item will show only once, and whatever the quantity is, it will for this particular item, will be summed. So when we run this, you'll see that there are 4 burners, 25 CD-ROMs, and etc. Next, we're going to be talking about having. We use having to put a condition, what columns or what the result is going to be. So over here we're selecting items and selling price from the product table, and we grouping it by the selling price, and having that the selling price is less than 100. Let's execute it and see. As you can see that all selling price for those items are less than 100. And if we just execute this, you'll see there are many items that are above 100 that did not show in this statement. Next, we're going to be talking about inner joins. Inner join is combining the rows from 2 tables. An inner join attempts to match up the 2 tables based on the criteria you specify in the query, and only returns the row that matches. If a row from the first table in the join matches 2 rows in the second table, then 2 rows will be returned as in the results. So over here we're selecting name and dates from customer table and joining it with order table. The customer ID is in the customer table is equal to the customer ID in the order table, and we're ordering it by name. 2 columns from the 2 different tables are joined into 1 table now. Left outer joins. This will join 2 tables together, even though in one of the tables does not have matching rows to the other table. So let's see in this example, if we run those tables, you see that not every single person have placed an order here. So when we try to join these tables together, you'll see that Julie Woods have not placed any order yet. Alec Chen have not placed any order yet. And many others as well.